Hello and welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into a profound philosophy that has the power to transform the way we approach life: Stoicism. This ancient school of thought teaches us how to cultivate an unshakable mindset, helping us remain calm and composed despite the chaos around us. Life constantly presents us with challenges: stress at work, personal struggles, or even global crises that can feel overwhelming. However, Stoicism, rooted in ancient wisdom, emphasizes that external events don't have to dictate our inner world. Instead, true strength comes from how we choose to respond rather than the events themselves. The Stoics believe that mastering our perceptions and reactions is the key to resilience and inner peace. In today's discussion, we'll explore the core principles of Stoicism and how they can help us maintain composure and resolve, even in the most difficult situations. We'll uncover strategies for managing anxiety and reframing external problems as inevitable parts of life, things we may not be able to change but are responsible for handling within ourselves. Stoicism is not about passivity. It's an intentional and active approach to building mental and emotional strength. By learning to accept things as they are and understanding that our response is the only thing we truly control, we can cultivate a deep sense of inner resilience. We'll also examine the lives and teachings of great Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, exploring how they applied these principles in their own lives. These remarkable figures didn't just theorize about emotional control. They lived it, offering us a timeless guide to navigating an unpredictable world. Stoicism traces its origins back to Zeno of Citium in the 3rd century BC. His teachings laid the foundation for a philosophy designed to help people achieve inner peace by focusing on what they can control and letting go of everything else. Central to Stoic thought is the idea that external events don't inherently disturb us. It's our interpretation of those events that causes distress. The Stoics valued 4 key virtues above all else: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, believing these were far more valuable than wealth, status, or pleasure. One of the core principles of Stoicism is distinguishing between what we can and cannot control. Epictetus famously said, "Some things are up to us, and some things are not." While we may not be able to control other people's actions, the economy, or unexpected hardships, we always have control over our own choices, reactions, and emotions. This concept, known as the dichotomy of control, encourages us to focus our energy on mastering our inner world rather than wasting it on external concerns beyond our influence. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." By shifting our attention inward, we free ourselves from unnecessary worry and frustration. For example, instead of obsessing over how others behave in a conflict, we can focus on how we choose to respond, maintaining composure and a sense of inner peace. Living with virtue is at the heart of Stoic practice. By aligning our actions with rational thought and moral principles, we develop a sense of equanimity that allows us to remain steady even in the face of adversity. Practicing temperance helps us resist being overwhelmed by stress or desires, while wisdom reminds us that our thoughts and reactions are the only things truly within our control.
Key aspect of Stoicism is learning to act as if nothing disturbs you, regardless of the challenges you face. This doesn't mean ignoring problems or pretending they don't exist. Instead, it means accepting what cannot be changed and responding with calmness and rationality. As Epictetus taught, our power lies not in altering the world, but in mastering our own minds. By embracing these timeless lessons, we can navigate life's uncertainties with greater clarity, strength, and resilience. Thank you for joining us on this journey into Stoicism. If you found this discussion valuable, be sure to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Stay strong, stay mindful, and remember, true power lies within. As wisely stated, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. By letting go of the need to control every outcome, we create mental space for peace and focus. This isn't apathy. It's a conscious decision to prioritize our inner stability over external chaos. Modern psychology aligns with many Stoic principles, particularly through mindfulness, which encourages awareness of our thoughts and emotions. Stoicism teaches that we are not disturbed by events themselves, but by our interpretations of them. When faced with stress, a Stoic does not react impulsively, but instead pauses, reflects, and chooses a measured response, avoiding unnecessary emotional turmoil. Seneca captured this idea when he said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality," emphasizing the importance of distinguishing between imagined fears and real experiences. One of the most effective Stoic practices is premeditatio malorum, the visualization of worst-case scenarios. By mentally preparing for adversity, we lessen its emotional impact when it arises. This practice helps us face challenges with readiness and composure rather than fear or frustration. Another key Stoic principle is detachment from external validation. According to Stoicism, true success comes from within, not from the approval or opinions of others. Epictetus famously said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." By focusing on virtues like wisdom, courage, and justice rather than seeking external praise, we free ourselves from the unpredictable nature of fortune. Whether facing success or criticism, a Stoic remains steady, understanding that outside opinions do not determine their self-worth. Challenges are inevitable, but a Stoic is defined not by avoiding difficulties, but by their ability to face adversity with grace and resilience. Whether dealing with financial hardship, personal loss, or uncertainty, a Stoic applies rational thought, avoids unnecessary emotional reactions, and acts with integrity. By doing so, they maintain inner peace despite external circumstances. Fear often stems more from our own perceptions than from reality. A Stoic does not ignore risk, but trains their mind to respond with reason and courage. As Seneca said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." In Stoicism, courage is not the absence of fear, but the ability to act in accordance with reason despite it. A final core Stoic concept is apatheia, freedom from being controlled by desires and emotions. This does not mean indifference to life, but rather the ability to act with full commitment while